Good morning viewers, welcome back to the session. So today we will discuss about the types of networks, history of internet. That means, so what are the various types of networks we have available? So last class we have discussed, so what is network, what is computer network, okay, and what are the different topologies. And now we will discuss what are the different types of network, clear, and history of internet. The history of internet includes, so when actually the term internet is started in the world, okay. So let's start. There are three types of networks. One is LAN, MAN, WAN. What is LAN? What is MAN? What is WAN? Okay, all are networks only. Okay, all are networks only. There are three types. One is LAN, another one is MAN, and third one is WAN. Okay, this is LAN is nothing but local area network, and MAN stands for metropolitan area network, and WAN stands for wide area network. We will see each and every network in detail. The first one is LAN, local area network. So the name itself we can clearly understand this is a within limits. That has a certain limits within the period of within the those limits of uh, within this limits only we can able to establish a network. That is nothing but, so if it is for example, if you take any office building or any home, okay, office, home, all these are they have a certain limitations, isn't it? A home must be some sort of in SFT or within the limited um, area, isn't it? If in the same way office also have a limited area. If we establish a network, or if we start a network within the range, okay, then if the range is very small, then we can say those network comes under local area network. And local area network is a computer network that interconnects computers within limited area, such as residence, school, laboratory, university campus, or office building. Is it clear? We have discussed now office or home. Okay. So even if you observe the laboratories in the education institutions, there itself how it look like. So there is a single room having a sort of systems, or maybe a 10 or okay, maybe 10 or 15 systems are there. So those systems are arranged in serial manner, and those are interconnected with each other, isn't it? So such a kind of network we can call it as a local area network. The next is a metropolitan area network. If you observe the figure, okay, this metropolitan area network have a different networks are connected. Okay, different networks are connected each other here. See, metropolitan area network is a class of network which serves a large geographical area between 5 to 50 kilometers in range. Okay, so everywhere, if you take LAN or WAN or MAN, everywhere there is a range. Okay, so if the range is very too small, then it all these comes under local area network. If the range is 5 to 50 kilometers, that means we can assume that within the city, right? Within the city, 5 to 50 kilometers range, we can establish metropolitan area network. So for example, assume that, okay, so Institute of Aeronautical Engineering has two branches. Just assume that it has a two branches in the city of Hyderabad. Okay, and two branches having, so both are educational institutions. Obviously, here in first branch having a some networks. Okay, assume that in the first branch having four types of LANs are interconnected in first branch. Okay, four LANs are connected. Okay, in second branch again, here 5 LANs are there in the second branch, and these two are interconnected with metropolitan area network, like this. See, here in this example, this is one network and this is one network, and this is one network, and this is one network. All these networks are interconnected with the help of metropolitan area network. And these four networks are not in the same place. These four are in different places, and the range is 5 to 50 kilometers range. Clear? The next one is wide area network. Okay. So the wide area network is a computer network that covers large geographical area comprising a region, a country or continent, or even the world. See, this is important. Please remember these terminologies. It comprising a region. I mean, within the same place, you can say that, or nearby same places. Okay. If Hyderabad is there, okay, you just think that Telangana within the state, or within the country, India, or within the continent, okay, Asia, or even the world. Okay. So anywhere in the network, okay. So the network may be in Hyderabad or Telangana, or it may be in the India, or it may be the continent Asia and some other countries, or in the world also. Okay. And wide area network includes the technologies to transmit the data, okay, to transmit the data, image, audio and video information over long distance and among different lands and mans. Okay. See, if you observe the figure, you can clearly understand here lands. Okay. See, this is within the building. That's why we represent it like this. So within the building, we are representing the local area networks. If you go with the MAN, metropolitan area network, so the range is 5 to 50 kilometers range. That's why. So here there are different places are there. So this is another building. This is another building. Okay. So less than within the 5 to 50 kilometers range, we can connect all these networks and we can interconnect these things with the help of metropolitan area network. We can build it the network can be established. So whereas in wide area network, what will happen if you observe this? Okay, see here. So this is, see, there are different regions or different continents or different countries across the world. These networks are interconnected. Okay, already lands are connected, different lands are connected with the help of man, and different mans are connected in the wide area network. So this is internet, isn't it? We'll see internet history, right? So in the history of internet, if you go with the first one is ARPANET. What is ARPANET? ARPANET stands for Advanced Research Project Agency Network. It was started in the year of 1969. There itself internet history is going to be started. Actually, this Advanced Research Project Agency Network is comes from defense. Defense people has started. Which defense? US defense. US defense people started this ARPANET, Advanced Research Project Agency Network. First time they started to transmit the data from one place to another place. Okay, so that is the reason we can say that this is also one more name having D-ARPANET. We can also call it as D-ARPANET. What is D? D stands for defense. Okay, so again later after ARPANET coming to the world, so after a few years getting FTP, TCP/IP, okay, these protocols are introduced, okay, and Ethernet, okay, and slowly one by one, again internet, Yahoo, Netscape, Navigator, YouTube, so many things are coming, okay, and technology is going to be drastically increasing day by day, isn't it? And similarly, if you go with here, okay, say here in the 1994 Yahoo is introduced. Okay, again there lot of versions have released in the Yahoo, and again Yahoo Messenger is released, Yahoo Mail Service, again Amazon released in 94 itself. Again eBay is coming in 95, and in the again LinkedIn in 2002, okay, Skype in 2003, okay, Gmail in 2004. Okay, so like this, so many things it was introduced day by day. Different applications are introduced into the world. Okay. And very important question here, what is the difference between internet and internet? Both are same, but the spell is a capital I and small I. What is the difference? Everybody use the terminology called internet. Then what is internet? Means, so the capital I, if the spelling start with capital I, that is internet with a capital I, refers to the entire internet, meaning the biggest collection of networks on the planet. The biggest collection of networks on the planet, that refers the capital I internet. If small I internet means, okay, internet with lower case refers to any group of networks that are connected together. Any group of networks. That means here, if you observe in both cases, in small I, some group of networks are connected. For example, you take IBM. Okay, we know well IBM have several branches across the world. Assume that across the world there are 1,000 branches are there. Across the world, IBM has 1,000 branches. All these 1,000 branches networks are connected. All these 1,000 branches networks are interconnected in the IBM. Okay, only so it is suitable whenever if I use internet, right? If I use smaller internet, okay, that is suitable here, because here beyond this databases, so whatever these 1,000 branches are there, no? So beyond this we cannot able to search within the 1,000 branches. So whatever the data exists in their servers, only those things we can able to retrieve. But whereas here capital I, whereas here, so it is the meaning of all the collection of networks. Collection of network means, so your if for example if you have a Android mobile which has a internet, okay, that is a one network. If you in your college if you have some five different LANs are there, different networks are there, those are one networks. In your home there are two systems are interconnected, that is a one network which has a internet connection. So like this, across the world all the networks are connected, so that is capital I. And if it is only group of networks are connected, that is small I. And please remember, this is very important question. And the evaluation, okay, evolution of internet. The concept of evolution of internet was originated in 1969 from the concept of ARPANET, Advanced Research Project Agency Network, and this was developed by United States Department of Defense, right? Just now we discussed now. And the primary objective of ARPANET is to provide communication among various bodies of government. Okay, that means what is the objective of ARPANET? Why they have introduced the concept of ARPANET means, so to provide the communication among various bodies of the government. This is strictly only for government only. Okay, they have introduced this ARPANET for just to if they want to communicate with other departments in the government, so they want a network. That's why they created this ARPANET. Clear? And it is started with 4 nodes and spread over the globe with the 23 nodes located at different countries, and thus become the internet. That means, so initially, that means this ARPANET is started with 4 nodes, that is 4 computers. 4 computers, that means in one department, defense in one department, they have given one system, and in some other departments they have started with some other one system. And like this, there are only different government bodies using the one system. Like this, they are started with 4 systems, and later on, once it is getting successfully, they are going to transmit the data from one system to another system, that is a one department to another department, and later it will be they are enhanced this one to 23 nodes. Okay, and these 23 nodes are not in US, across the in different countries, right? And this became an internet, capital I. Remember, right? So whenever, so even wherever you study the textbook or whatever, okay, whenever you have capital A means it's just going to collection of all the networks. Okay, if small I means group of networks are interconnected. That you have to be remember. The concept of internet was originated in the year of 1969. Okay, and this is the same. So web browser. Okay, so it's a very important. Everybody knows what is web browser. Okay, so many web browsers are available current days. Okay, like Mozilla Firefox, Netscape Navigator. Okay, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer. So many things are available. Okay, a web browser is a software. A web browser is a software application for accessing information on the World Wide Web. That means a user. What is user? A user is nothing but whoever the person or using the system, that person we can call it as a user in generally. Okay, so a web browser is a software application. Okay, a browser, maybe you can take a Google Chrome or whatever, the Mozilla Firefox, whatever, everything are one software application. Why we are using these software applications? For just for accessing the information, that is retrieving the information across the in the World Wide Web. In the World Wide Web, that means so whatever in the internet, Google server or whatever the different servers you can take. So if you search some information, so whatever the search engine you are opting in that particular search engine, whether your entered information is available or not. If it is available, what are the various information is available from different links. All these things will be displayed in the screen. Web browser contains users with anything and everything that is on the internet. Clear? Web browser connects the user with anything and everything that is on the internet, isn't it? So if you search with the medical related information, you can get it. If you search for the engineering related or civil related or government jobs related, private jobs related, scams related, whatnot, everything, hacking related, everything you can able to get it, isn't it? So that is simply we can say that if you technically if you talk with about the browser means, so when a user requests a web page from a particular website, the web browser retrieves the necessary content from a web server and then displays the page on the user screen. So this is purely technical. That means, so how the user is requesting. Okay, so yeah, for example, you can use Chrome. Okay, so you're just opening the Chrome and by default you can go with google.com. Okay, so in the google.com you are getting a Google page. That means that whenever you are open this Google page, now the system is connected with the Google server. So in that particular search page, so whatever the information you have typed, okay, and when you press the enter, so it will display the results. Okay, search results, so related to that information. For example, if you want a computer networks textbook. Okay, computer networks textbook. That means, so whatever the textbooks are available with the title computer networks, all these will be displayed. So what are the different titles computer networks textbooks are available in the internet, where we can able to purchase. Okay, so in which whether it is available in Amazon or in Flipkart. That means, so all social networks, so wherever it will be available, those information, what is the cost of that particular book, price of that particular book, what are the different editions, everything you can able to retrieve. So how we can retrieve means in the through web browser. So whenever we send a request through the web browser, so the web server information is going to be released, because you are sending a request through web browser, then it will respond. It will respond to the your request and displays on the page of the user screen, right? So what was the first web browser? We have so many web browsers we have seen now. So Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox, Netscape Navigator, so many things. No? The first web browser is Netscape. First web browser is Netscape. To avoid the confusion with the World Wide Web, the internet browser was renamed as Nexus. Okay, so actually this is a first web browser. Okay, to avoid the confusions, so this was renamed as Nexus. The first commercially available internet web browser was Mosaic, and this is commercial one. Okay, so if you search in the even internet or so many books, so sometimes you can identify the Mosaic is the first web browser. In somewhere you can find it Nexus, and somewhere you can find it Netscape. Okay, the Netscape is renamed as a Nexus, but this particular Mosaic is also the first web browser, but this is commercially available. Okay, first commercial available web browser is Mosaic, and Moss Anderson and Jackson developed the Mosaic web browser in the year of 1993, and in fact the development of this Mosaic was funded by the George Gore bill introduced in the year of 91, and then it went through the variety of releases, that means versions. Okay, because sometimes what will happen in the initial version have some features and some drawbacks. Okay, later on after few months or few years again they'll release a new updated versions to overcome those existing problems. That's why they have released a variety of versions. Okay, finally in the year of 95 there is a licensed it was licensed by Microsoft to create the Internet Explorer. Clear? So in the year of 1995 this Mosaic was licensed by the Microsoft. That means they have purchased this Mosaic web browser and fulfill all the whatever the issues they have earlier. Those things are fulfilled and released a new version called Internet Explorer. According to the Digital Trends report, the best web browser is Google Chrome. So this is the latest report in the 2020, and the best Chrome alternative is Mozilla Firefox, and the best innovative browser is Opera, and the web browser with the most potential is Microsoft Edge. Thank you so much. So in this session we have discussed types of networks, that is a LAN, WAN and MAN. Okay, so what are the ranges? Okay, what is the area size? So when we can say that LAN, when we can say that MAN, when we can say that WAN, these things we have discussed, and history of internet we have discussed, and then what is the difference between capital I internet and small I internet. Okay, thank you so much.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.